Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth videos on your Green Bay Packers. We have new episodes dropping every day, Monday through Friday, so hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to check out our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on your Green Bay Packers as well. Today, we discuss the huge boost that the Packers could get Sunday if Devonte Wyatt is available to return to the lineup. And Wyatt indicated that he hopes he'll be ready to go. He's missed the last game and a half due to injuries. And let's just say his absence has been noticeable. As well as the Packers' defense has played, they played so much better when Devonte Wyatt was in the lineup at defensive tackle. And look, Wyatt was the second pick in the first round for the Packers back in 2022. And in his first 3 years in the NFL, he never really established himself as a full-time player. He started 5 games total in those first 3 seasons, all of those coming in 2023. That year, he had a career high 5.5 sacks, had 5 last year, and probably, had a good chance of going beyond the 5.5, but he missed 3 games due to injury and played through some injuries as well. What Wyatt does best is provide pressure on the inside from the middle of the defensive line. He will collapse the pocket, and that became even more important when last year Kenny Clark, his pass rush fell off and he was playing with a broken toe, just wasn't able to get the pressure he got in the past on opposing quarterbacks. But Wyatt's play against the run in the past has been less consistent, and that's one of the things that prevented him from taking on a larger role in the defense. Last year, he played 41% of the defensive snaps. His career high is 50% again in 2023. But when the Packers traded Kenny Clark in the Micah Parsons deal, and they opted not to re-sign free agent nose tackle TJ Slaton, all of a sudden there was a bigger opportunity for Wyatt to play a full-time and bigger role. And to his credit, Wyatt took full advantage of that opportunity. Got off to a great start. When you add Parsons to the lineup, Parsons draws double teams. That freed things up for players like Rashawn Gary and Devonte Wyatt, and they took full advantage. Wyatt recorded a sack in each of the first 2 games this season, knocked down 2 passes, and at the time of his injury was among the leaders in quarterback pressures among defensive tackles throughout the NFL. Now, the Green Bay defense as a whole was dominant, and Wyatt was a big reason for that. No team topped 250 total yards in a game against the Packers in the first 3 weeks of the season, and that included playing against explosive offenses like the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. And the defense also got off to a strong start against Dallas, but after Wyatt left the game with an injury, they started to struggle. In fact, all 40 points that the Cowboys scored in that week 4 game happened after the injury to Wyatt. And one of the reasons was without Wyatt putting some pressure on up the middle, Dak Prescott was able to avoid the rush off the edge, step up, and deliver a completion on a short or intermediate pass and just keep the chains going. And Micah Parsons himself really did speak out about how much the defense missed Wyatt. He's underlooked in his value on this team, Parsons said earlier this week. And he really did mention how, especially against Dallas, they missed Devonte Wyatt. So Wyatt said he hopes to be ready, but he did not practice on Wednesday. Head coach Matt LaFleur said he would give the full week to Wyatt to see if he'll be able to come back. Now, He's listed as week to week. That's what Matt LaFleur said at the time of the injury. But the Packers did not place Wyatt on IR, which means they expected him to miss fewer than 4 games. Well, he's missed. He didn't practice. Wouldn't have been able to play during the bye week. Missed all of the game against the Bengals. We'll see if he'll be ready to go against the Cardinals on Sunday in Arizona. On Wednesday, LaFleur told reporters he's getting closer. He won't practice today, but we'll give him the week. So, whenever Wyatt's in the lineup, the defense has been better in almost every statistical category. That's due to a combination of Wyatt's strong play and the lack of proven players behind him. Although Warren Brinson, the 6th-round pick, played well when he saw his first action of the season against the Bengals. But look, Brinson is still not close to the level of production, especially on the pass rush, that Wyatt brings to the table. Now, the Packers have already exercised Wyatt's 5th-year option. He'll be with the team again in 2026, and I would expect GM Brian Gutekunst is going to try to sign Wyatt to an extension at some point before the start of next season. Could even happen in the middle of this season. But for now, the important thing is to get Devonte Wyatt back into the lineup, because it could make a big difference for the Packers defense, not only against the Cardinals, but for the rest of the upcoming season. So fingers crossed that Wyatt will be ready to go. I know he's hungry. I know he wants to play. But the other thing is this: the Packers really should be conservative. When in doubt, it's more important to have him in November, December, hopefully January, than it is for him to play this Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. Don't forget to check out our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on your Packers Monday through Saturday. Saturday, we have a history-related article, so make sure you check that out as well. Here on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'm Gil Martin. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody. And of course, go Pack Go.